and welcome to Reno Rumble. This is a simple game. Two teams have a week to renovate a house each.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Giving the homes of two deserving families a much-needed makeover.
Oh, wow.
And competing for a grand prize of $100,000 cash. As I speak, there are two teams of 6 making their way to Reno Rumble Base Camp. Fresh to TV with varying degrees of experience, they are going to have their work cut out for them because they've got just 1 week to totally renovate 2 special homes for some very special people. The first team we're going to meet are the Eastern Blues. And the first couple is the mum and dad team from Melbourne, Scott and Nadia.
We were walking up to the boat, and I think we were the first couple on.
Yeah, we were.
So it's a bit surreal. Beautiful boat, by the way, tram boat, love it.
Hello.
I wish I had one. You could go fishing off that.
When we first got on, we were sort of just asking each other, you know, oh, I wonder how many couples are going to come on. Is anybody else coming now? Or are we just, like, being taken off to Never Never Land?
Oh, it's 2 girls. They're great, they're funny, so
Yeah,
funny.
they're awesome.
Hi, I'm Sarah. And I'm Renee. And we're 2 hard-working, outback girls from Mount Isa.
My theme song is Luke Bryan, Country Girl, because who doesn't love to get down to that song?
It's our theme song.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Country girl, shake it for me, girl. Shake it for me, girl.
Look, Mount Isa was behind the times a few years back, but it's definitely stepped up.
East the best, forget the rest. No, just joking. The West can be pretty wild, but the East will definitely unleash the beast, I think. Yeah.
Just because you live in an outback town doesn't mean that, you know, we don't have style like the cities do. We have more style than them, I think. You reckon we could pull this off in Melbourne?
Too easy.
Yeah, we got it.
We got it.
Oh, I wonder where these guys are from.
They look young.
Yeah.
Saw Lisa walking up and I thought, oh no, she's a bit small. We're gonna break her.
Well, first of all, I hate boats. I get sick on them.
No, she's great.
Yeah, she's
We love her already.
He's a chippy, thank God. The only trade in our relationship is Nadia, and she's a hairdresser.
When we got on the boat, we were greeted by 2 other couples. Very interesting-looking couples too. Some cowgirl. Renee. Oh, I love your outfit. Sarah, hello.
These are outfits. This is what we wear every day.
Fun, very fun.
Yes.
Looking group.
Yep.
Strap yourself in, here we go.
Yeah.
There you have it. 3 couples from Queensland, New South Wales and Victoria, the Eastern Blues. Going up against them, the Western Reds, starting with a couple of Adelaide hipsters, Hayley and Jim.
We were the first people on the boat when we first got there today. It was very...
Windy.
Yeah.
Okay, my skirt is riding up. I'm glad I wore sensible underwear today. I'm wearing a skirt. Windy. That's what I meant.
I get it.
Hello.
I'm James.
And I'm Hayley. We're from Adelaide. Welcome to our home.
If we had a theme song, it would be On Vogue, Don't Let Go.
What's it gonna be? 'Cause I can't pretend, no.
Don't you... Oh. Thanks, Jim.
All jokes aside, she is very funny.
Watch it, mate. Watch it. Watch it.
And I just love being around her because she's fun to be around, and I just couldn't think of my life with anybody else.
Oh. Finally. That was not even that good of an answer.
See?
Cut! And then we waited for the next couple.
Oh my God, he's
Who's it?
huge.
Whew. He's a huge guy, and that's a hot older girlfriend.
Yeah, when we got on the boat, there was already a couple there waiting for us.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm Hayley.
Hayley, I'm Leanne. Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you.
Yeah, Hayley and James.
So, are you guys related or?
What? Not together.
I questioned the other way, and I was like, oh, he's done well.
She's
That's
got a
my
toy
mother.
So, mother and son.
Yeah.
Very good.
I I love it, love it, love it.
Then we were waiting for the next couple.
We were the last couple into the boat, so and it was awesome walking on and seeing a couple of heads stick out the side of the boat. And
Friendly faces.
Yeah, friendly faces.
First one I noticed was
Dane, yeah, for sure.
Dane.
Yeah, they should have got a bigger boat. Yeah.
So, straight to business. What sort of experience have we got on the team?
I'm an electrician.
You're an electrician? Yeah. Spot on. I'm a roof plumber.
Oh, cool.
Painter.
And you're a painter.
I think we clicked straight away.
The Western Reds have clicked, and they're probably feeling pretty chuffed that out of 6 contestants, they have 3 professional tradies. Meanwhile, the Blues have arrived at base camp, Pipe Makers Park on Melbourne's Maribyrnong River, where they'll be glamping in style for the next 6 weeks. Well, some of them.
Oh, look out.
Hello, come in.
See Scotty Cam. I'm a bit excited. You okay, Sarah?
Keep it calm, Sarah, keep it calm.
Sarah's got a little crush on Scotty.
It's just an infatuation, really.
Come over here. Hello, now, Sarah, is that right?
Yes.
I love your hat.
And if he's lucky, Sarah might whip up some muffins for him, so it's a good thing.
Well, are we excited?
Yes.
Are we?
Very excited.
Fantastic.
We're looking around for the other competition. They weren't there yet, so we were like, "Ooh, this is good."
It's us versus no one.
What about the cannons on you, champion?
Hi, Dane.
Dane, yeah. And he was massive, and I'm like, I wanted to go and do sit-ups, mate, just to catch up.
Welcome to base camp, Dane.
Dane, nice to meet you.
And Leanne. How are you?
Scotty was there and kind of got into an awkward hug with Scotty, so that was...
I told you he's not a hugger.
We don't hug yet, mate. We hardly know each other.
Oh, it's so
Back
good.
off,
I
champion.
just thought he might like my face and want to hug me a little bit.
Well, g'day and welcome to Reno Rumble. You guys are all about to do something very special.
Yeah.
This season, it's rookie renovators in 2 teams, East versus West. Starting today, you'll be going head-to-head and making over an entire house each and every week. And when I say entire house, I mean it. Bedrooms, bathrooms, living, dining, kitchen, front yards, everything. You are going to be working the hardest you have ever worked in your life.
What have we done?
And you're going to be loving it, aren't you? Yeah! Well, of course you're going to be loving it. And when you get to meet your homeowners, you'll understand why. Team West?
Yes.
You're going to be meeting a lovely young lady who's recovering from a rare form of cancer. Surviving the disease was hard enough for her. Renovating her house, last thing on her mind.
So I just finished uni. I was like, yep, I'll go and get a job and I'll start earning, and then bang, everything just stops.
She sort of talked about having Hodgkin's lymphoma and that it was a very treatable sort of cancer and that there was very high recovery rates.
My GP told me that's the best cancer to have.
She had stem cell transplants and that worked for a while, and we had planned a dinner, I remember, when she was a year cancer-free and we were going to have a celebration. I remember the week before that she found out that the cancer was back. And we watched her get really, really sick. It was terrifying going and seeing her, and we were really, really worried about what would happen next.
Team East, you're going to be meeting her best friend. Who went out and raised the money that paid for the drugs that saved her life.
She told us about this drug.
My doctor said, there's this new drug, but it's not funded. So if you want to do it, you'll have to pay for it yourself.
And she told us that it was going to cost her $180,000 to get the treatment. But it was the first opportunity that we thought, well, we can help. Like, now we can help do something. And we were able to raise enough funds for her to have all of the treatments. And then we obviously got the best news ever, that she'd gone into remission.
No way.
Good on her.
You couldn't meet a more deserving couple than these two. And I'm expecting big things from you all. Don't let me down.
We won't, Scotty, we won't. No. Gives us extra incentive to do the best we can for not only for us and our team, but definitely for the homeowners. They're the most important people.
Yeah.
You know, it's nice to have an end goal that actually matters.
Now, each week, Your houses will be judged. One team will win, one team will lose, one couple goes home.
Ba-bow.
If you want to stay in this competition till the end, you've got to make sure you are always on the winning team.
Yep.
Yeah.
We can do that, guys.
Now, each week, each team has a house captain. They'll be in charge of designating the rooms to the couples and also managing the budget. Team captains, who's it going to be? Blue team. Done.
Well, I'm a pretty confident person and I just thought go for it. Just bite the bullet and just take what comes with it.
You're in, are you?
Yes.
Well done. I love volunteers, I tell you what. Red.
We'll do it.
Dane.
Nice one, guys. Yeah, cheers.
Straight in.
And Dane put up his hand very quickly without even asking me.
And I could feel Leanne next to me going, oh my God, what's he doing?
As I said, I love volunteers. I love people that step up to the plate. So here's what I'm going to do. The team captains of the winning team this week will have immunity.
Are you so happy with him right now? Son of a you.
OK, are we ready to rumble? Yeah! That is the spirit. Well, let's do it.
3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1.
I wonder if they'll still be cheering when they see those houses.
Give it to me.
Your destination is on the right.
Let's do it.
Where the hell are we? Oh, there we are. I need to do my shoe.
So the teams have headed to site armed with a budget of $200,000 per house.
Okay. Wow.
And the first thought for the Western Reds, will that be enough?
Oh, wow.
Welcome back to Reno Rumble. The Western Reds have just arrived to inspect their house for this week, belonging to cancer survivor Sarah and her partner Gabe.
I love this house. I mean, it's mental and, you know, kind of on angles and can't open any of the windows. One day I would love to walk in and just be kind of like a little bit chuffed with like how much I like my house and, you know, to be able to like eat breakfast and, you know, in the sun and then like play in the backyard and all those sorts of things. Like, that would just be incredible. Yeah.
Well, incredible is these guys' job, but they do only have a week. And seeing the house for the first time,
Oh, OK. Wow.
they're wondering if 200 grand will be enough.
When we first walked into the house, the first thing you notice is how poor the walls are.
It's all the cracks in the wall. Oh, wow.
Without being mean.
That's not mean. It's not meant to be offensive. It's just,
a bad vibe. You know, you wouldn't want to be there on your happiest day.
I just tapped a wall, and it almost fell down. Don't touch anything.
Actually, my very, very first thought was we should start right now.
Yeah, there's a lot of work to do. Hopefully they get better from here.
Oh,
So this is the third bedroom?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't think we're going to sleep this week.
No, we're not.
Just mind blown at how much work needed to be done to it to get it into a livable state.
There's a draft coming out of the middle of walls in every room.
Every single wall in that whole house needs repairing.
And just terrible for Sarah and Gab. You know, I mean, to see the state of the house and knowing what she'd been through was pretty rough.
I don't even care if we win. If it's...
Oh, I care if we win, but... Sorry, I know you say you're trying to be nice.
No, please interrupt me again.
I will.
It's just heart-wrenching.
Oh, my God.
Seeing a house like this that someone's been living in, going through such a rough time in their life, and it's just scraped through, and we're here to change their life. I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Just really looking forward for the week to be over and show her what we've done for her. I really do. It's beautiful.
So we all went out the back and the discussion was had about who would do each room.
Obviously, this is a team effort, so What do you feel confident in doing kitchen-wise, bathroom-wise, lounge room-wise?
Yeah. We basically just stood in a circle and was like, so who wants to do what? Steve and Holly were like, we can do bathrooms. And we were thinking, score. So like bathroom laundry kind of thing. If
Yeah,
we do
we're
two
happy
each.
to take that on.
If you want to do bathroom,
We're happy to do that.
we'll do kitchen. With Mum being a business owner and a big foodie, kitchen is her strength and our strength.
I was like really impressed with Dane today.
I was
thought-
like really
I
impressed.
was, because I was like, oh, Dane, he's just going to be the brawn. He's actually quite smart.
The whole judging a book by its cover thing.
Don't do it.
So, yeah, living, bathroom, kitchen. We'll do the kitchen.
It wasn't necessarily what we would want to do, but it just makes sense to do it because we had done it before. I mean, if one of the other teams gets stuck on it, then that holds the whole house up. We don't get the win as a group, which means someone's up for elimination.
1, 2, 3,
The dynamic in this team at the moment is getting the team over the line. I think after week 1, if we do get over the line, we will then start thinking about us. We do need to draw that line in the sand when it's about us versus them, but at the moment we are in team mode.
And now it's time for the team to meet their clients. Now, the contestants are all here. They're bussing to meet you guys because they really want to do a great job on your house.
Hello.
G'day, guys. Come on out, come on out. Team West, meet your homeowners, Gab and Sarah.
Hello, Gabriel, how are you? Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Gabriel.
Nice to meet you.
How are you?
OK, Team West, as you can see from your brief tour, Gab and Sarah haven't had much time for renovating. As you know, they've been put through the ringer over the last couple of years. But the good news for Sarah is that she's in remission.
Yay!
Yes.
Congratulations.
And ready to get on with the rest of her life. So it's up to you guys, Team West, to help them play catch-up.
I can't thank you guys enough for everyone for doing this, and we're so excited to be big grown-ups and adults, and yeah, I just can't even say how excited we are, so thank you and good luck.
They need plenty of luck, let me tell you, Sarah. OK, now have you decided through your little tour who's doing what bedroom?
We have.
You have?
We have.
Have we also decided who's doing the other rooms?
We have.
You have?
Yes.
That is incredible, Team West. Well, should we take Gab and Sarah through and work out maybe what they want done or what they don't like about the house?
Yeah.
All right, duck inside, let's talk about it. First, to get a brief from the homeowners, Adelaide youngsters Hayley and Jim.
You freak out and you think, this is my one chance to find out as much as I can, so I've got as much to work with as possible.
Hayley and Jim are in charge of the living room and also the master bedroom. Righto, master bedroom. Everybody walk very gently so the ceiling doesn't come in on us. There's not much to do here, but have a look at this.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is there any wish list here in this room?
Yeah.
Wardrobe.
A wardrobe would be awesome.
That would be nice. So yeah, some storage. And I mean, I think we would like our room to be, I don't know, a bit more grown up than it is right now.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like we're squatting. And I think the window and the doors, they sort of have this framing.
The old house character kind of thing.
Because we always wanted a house with character. It's one of the reasons we bought this one.
Any preference for floor coverings or...?
Like carpet in the bedroom.
Carpet?
Carpet in the bedroom would be great.
Done.
Thank you. Cheers.
How good's this? It's great. It's fantastic, isn't it? I'd like carpet, thanks. Done. I'd like a wardrobe. Tick.
Yeah.
OK, well, master bedroom is covered. Should we move to bedroom number 2?
Let's do it. Beautiful.
You guys, where are you going? Start doing some work.
We've now got the tips from them, what they want, and I just feel like it's full steam ahead.
Next up, mother and son team and captains for this week, Leanne and Dane. They've given themselves the kitchen and the guest bedroom. OK, Leanne and Dane.
Hey.
I don't know if you know this, but Leanne and Dane are mother and son. They could be brother and sister, couldn't they? Oh, I'm a gentleman, aren't I?
Oh, he's very nice.
So, guys, what do you actually want with bedroom number 2?
So this bedroom number 2, Sarah's sister lives interstate and my sister lives overseas, so we'd like this to be a guest room.
Okay.
Somewhere that they can come down and stay with us for, up to a week or so.
Yeah.
Floor coverings?
Carpet.
You know,
Okay.
cozy bedroom.
Elegant.
Elegant,
Stylish.
Contemporary. Yeah, but with like a touch of heritage and
That's what we were hoping.
a bit more grown-up house than what we currently live in.
Yeah.
OK, bedroom 3?
Yeah.
All right.
Well done, guys. Good luck.
No worries.
In charge of the bathroom and third bedroom/study is our couple from Broome, Steve and Holly. Right, Holly and Steve. Now, there's nothing like having your workshop in your house.
Yeah.
It's a fantastic idea. I should do that myself. How did you guys jag this room? Did you lose?
Just unlucky, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the obvious is that it needs 4 new walls and a new ceiling, of course.
Yeah.
But what, practicality-wise, what is this room going to be?
Like long term, this would probably be our 3rd bedroom in our family home, but
Office.
this is our flexible room that we'd probably use as an office now.
And
but
you can shift some furniture out and turn it into a bedroom down the track.
It will be a bedroom.
That's the aim.
Yeah.
Bring the cot in.
Yeah.
Have the desk over there, cot
Move
over
the cat
here.
out.
Yeah. Get rid of the cat.
Yeah, it was awesome to meet the homeowners. It's one thing to deliver a room that looks awesome, but if it's not going to function for them, it's a waste of time.
Now, you guys love cooking, don't you?
We do.
Gab, I know you have something very big on your wish list for a kitchen.
Dishwasher.
Dishwasher. You could just give me a dishwasher, please.
That they can be so confident and just so brave after everything that they've both gone through. Yeah, it was incredible.
We know that you've been through a really tough time in the last couple of years, and this is a great opportunity for you guys to change these guys' lives. So we'll all work as a team together, create a beautiful home for these guys to move forward for the rest of their lives, and we're all going to have a fantastic time. And don't forget, you've got to do the front yard as well, because I don't like the front yard. I think we need to do that as well to clean it all up. All right, we right?
We're right.
Yeah. Ready to go?
Yep.
Come on, I'll buy you a cup of coffee.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's leave them to
Thanks,
it.
guys. Thanks, mate. Cheers. Thank you.
OK, good luck, team.
See you guys.
You
Cheers,
right?
guys. Thank you.
Give me a call if you need any help.
He didn't leave his number there.
Welcome back to Reno Rumble. The Eastern Blues have just arrived at Maddie and Dave's house. Maddie is Sarah's best friend, and it was her and some other mates who raised the money for Sarah's life-saving treatment.
Well, we got to the house and we saw this beautiful street, obviously, with this beautiful old Federation home at the front. And we thought, oh, this is going to be amazing. Home sweet home.
Oh, the blue.
Yeah.
It's not too bad from the outside. Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
I see potential. The outside looked pretty decent.
When we first walked into the house, we were like, oh, this isn't too bad. Like,
This is so lovely.
That ceiling's gorgeous.
Isn't it?
For the moment, it looks like the Eastern Blues are in for an easy week.
This is not too bad.
Oh, my God.
But then, that moment's gone.
Oh, Renee.
Look at the cracks.
Oh, God.
Yeah, as we progressed down the hallway and into the living room, that's when we were like, wow.
Like most of the homes of this vintage, the back of the house is a bit of an afterthought. Getting this area into the 21st century in under a week is going to be a challenge, especially the kitchen.
Oh, the kitchen. Probably the worst thing I found with the house was walking into this very small, confined kitchen, which also had a bathroom attached and the laundry. It's really tiny kitchen.
Tiny, isn't it?
Wow, there's holes everywhere.
Chippy John would like 6 or 7 weeks to finish a job like this.
how are we going to do this in 6 days? This is insane.
Blue tick!
Oh, my God.
Couldn't believe it. It was Shelley standing there looking at us, and we knew everything was going to be just awesome.
Hi. How you doing?
Hi!
Welcome.
You are the blue team.
We sure are.
And our homeowners here, Maddie and Dave.
Hey, we're so happy you guys are here. We're really excited. Dave proposed at the end of this street, and we are hoping that this can be sort of our house forever.
I feel that she and Dave really deserve, like, if there's good people in the world, you know, they're 2 of them.
Yeah.
So I'm really thrilled that it's happening for them.
I think all of those milestones that come up now are, you know, a joy and a celebration because we get to do all of those things with Sarah that we were worried for a while that we weren't going to get to do.
What Maddie did for her best friend is absolutely amazing, and I think that she deserves a renovation just as much as her best friend does.
Not just her best friend, but basically her guardian angel as well.
Oh, and she's mine, you know, as well. So.
You can see the compassion and the dedication that the couple have towards their best friend.
You know, full respect, right here, mate, right in the heart, you know.
A week of our blood, sweat and tears is more than willing to give up.
Well, there is another big party coming up for these two. Maddie and Dave are actually getting married in a couple of months. So job is to give them a beautiful home to start their brand new lives in. So are we up for that?
Yes.
All right. Who's the team captain?
That would be Ahmed.
She may look precious, but yeah, I'm pretty sure she'll get stuck into it.
Hi, I'm Lisa.
And I'm John.
And we're from beautiful Sydney. So this here is very much my sanctuary. I could live in here, sleep in here, eat in here. I could do everything in here. I love it.
I think a lot of people look at me and think that I am precious and, you know, I'm in a bubble and I can't get my hands dirty. But once I'm determined and I've got my mind set on something, you know, I'm more than happy to get my hands dirty.
Okay. The song that gets me would have to be Independent Women by Destiny's Child, because that's me, that's what I am. I know I have John to consider in my life, but I am very independent and I do, you know, what I want when I need to do it. And that's how I see myself. I make my own decisions and I make my own money.
Right then, Lisa, who's been designated the kitchen?
Oh, we had a very quick discussion around who might want to do what room. Nothing was set in concrete until we were kind of throwing the question, and I just instantly nominated left and right. Well, you're doing this and this, and you're doing that, and that's it. So it was a really quick decision.
I remember saying, I don't want a kitchen, Renee. I don't want the kitchen. She's like, calm down. It's easy.
It'll be great.
It'll be fun.
Great. Let's do a kitchen this week. We'll do the kitchen. Sorry.
It wasn't entirely strategic, but the first thing that sort of came to mind was the difficulty of kitchen and bathroom.
Yep, bathrooms and kitchens are tough. So team captains John and Lisa have given the kitchen and dining to the Mount Isa girls. They've taken the second bedroom and lounge room themselves, which leaves the master bedroom and bathroom to Nadia and Scott.
Well, we didn't decide on either of our rooms. I think we just sort of got given what was left. So I'm probably not overly happy with a bathroom, because bathrooms traditionally on Reno Rumble have been the downfall of people.
So I think a few people weren't very happy with me, but given that I was under pressure and I had to sort of make a decision, you know, really spur of the moment, I just sort of let that go over my head because I thought this is it, this is the situation, and they're just going to have to deal with it.
First to get a brief from the homeowners for their kitchen/dining room, besties from Mount Isa, Sarah and Renee.
I've got a really big family and we've got lots of friends, obviously, that we like to have over, and we really would love something that sort of opened out into the backyard and obviously not right next to the toilet as well.
So this is the only bathroom in the house?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we definitely don't want those spices coming into here. So,
The homeowners brief that we got was that they wanted a modern industrial with a lot of light. They wanted to make it quite light and open with touches of black and maybe a little bit of copper throughout.
I think it was quite an easy ask, actually. Yeah, because I think the character of the building actually made that very possible for them.
Next up with the second bedroom and living room, team captains from Sydney, John and Lisa.
We really want it to be a space that, you know, when we have children, then we can all spend the time as a family in, you know, the kitchen and living room. So, yeah, we're not totally set on keeping anything in particular, but we do sort of like older style through the front and then it being modern at the back.
And the final brief for the bathroom and master bedroom, Melbourne mum and dad team Scott and Nadia.
Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Nadia.
We've got 3 kids. The oldest one's Talia.
When Talia was first born, we started renovating.
The middle one's Cooper.
It's party! When Cooper was born, we were still renovating.
And the youngest one, Bo.
Bo's now 6. We're still renovating. I came home from work one night and I was 6 months pregnant, and he had a beer in one hand and a sledgehammer in the other.
So our lives are pretty hectic. Nadia's got 3 jobs. She looks after the kids, she works at Coles, she does her hairdressing.
Scott's got a full-time job that he works at, you know, 5 days a week. We're pretty flat out.
We were probably together about 3 months, and then Nadia got pregnant with Talia.
10 years later and we're still together.
And she's like a good bottle of wine, mate.
So do you want to tell us first what you were thinking and then we'll see if our clients agree?
So, I mean, we were pretty much thinking If you loved industrial, your house is ideal for industrial. Exposed brick, textures, all that sort of stuff.
Exposed brick, I like what you're thinking.
Yeah. You do like exposed brick in here?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Just a little bit, not a lot.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to do the whole thing exposed brick. It won't be a nightclub.
I think
If you want a nightclub, it can be a nightclub.
I think no, we'll move away from nightclub.
Is there anything that you particularly want to keep furniture-wise? Heirlooms, anything that you loved? The mirror particularly, is this something?
If it fits, great. If it's too big or it doesn't fit in with what
You're
you're
not attached to
doing-
anything?
No.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Have you got any colours that you were particularly keen on?
We really love whites, wood.
Right now, pastels are pretty hot. And they're not the pastels of 1970.
No.
They're like, there's some really nice light pastels.
No. I think if you'd asked me about a year ago, I might have said yes, but no.
It was good.
Oh, it's so valuable.
The homeowners didn't go for Scott's pastel pink nightclub bedroom, but not to worry. The ideas man is about to set his sights on another room. Not the bathroom, which is his room, but the kitchen, which isn't.
You do a galley kitchen here.
Pretty much, they all do. They all want their fingers in the same pie.
I really wanted to do the kitchen.
And we're not really going to have that. We're going to have a piece of pie and it's going to be a huge slab.
Welcome back to Reno Rumble. Both our teams, the Western Reds and Eastern Blues, have just been briefed by their homeowners. And now the planning can begin. And outside the Blue House, sales manager Scott has had a sudden burst of inspiration for the kitchen.
So I reckon you do a galley kitchen here.
Yeah.
With beautiful big island bench.
Of course, Scott and Nadia are supposed to be planning the bathroom. The kitchen has already been allocated, kind of spontaneously, to Sarah and Renee.
Cabinetry all the way along.
Tell you what I'm most passionate about is getting rid of this whole wall and a galley kitchen right there.
It's a strange feeling having your teammates stand right within earshot, cutting your lunch.
I think so too, though, because that's just going to open up the whole...
perfect idea.
There might be a few people that would like to have input into areas that they're not delegated, and that's fine because we're working as a team this week.
Then have your galley kitchen, right, with obviously an island.
But the girls from Mount Isa don't seem to mind.
Oh, look, as a team, I suppose a few wires have been crossed, you know, but really...
Nothing, a bit of communication can't fix.
It'll be sorted out, I'm sure.
So I've already measured this room.
Oh, so is that your room?
No, I'm just helping, getting all the measurements right. So
The girls are going to get very overwhelmed with what they've chosen. Very overwhelmed. It's a big space.
It's massive.
We'll just see how we go with that, yeah.
4.724.
4.724.
Yeah.
Pretty much, they all do. They all want their fingers in the same pie, and we're not really going to have that. We're going to have a piece of pie, and it's going to be a huge slab. So, yeah, we're going to have cream and ice cream on that too. So, yeah.
Maybe a cherry on top.
Cherry on top.
Over at the Red House, it's time to get Sarah and Gabe's stuff moved out.
Any of these plugged in?
Oh, look at that guy. Oh, Dane, you're so strong.
With the help of Matt and Chris from Santa Fe Ridgeways, the job's soon done. So the Eastern Blues and the Western Reds head back to base camp for what could very well be their last good night's sleep for 6 weeks.
I feel like we're going nowhere. I really wanted to do the kitchen.
The thing that chokes my chicken is that this is our allocated space.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I feel like we actually need to get them
I think they need
over
to come on
outside
board
of the,
to the team. We're not walking into their space saying to them, you know, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, and I'm sort of a bit worried that they're a bit out of their depth as
Yeah, that's what I think. I think the way we discuss is going to flow. I can just already see it. It's going to flow.
Yeah, I can see it in my head.
It's so nice, but I think that's just a matter of drawing up their plan, just to put it on paper.
Yeah.
And then we'll do ours that way.
We are onto it. We're bringing some Mount Isa magic to Melbourne, and we are going to make this amazing.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
G'day.
Hello. Welcome to our humble abode. Can I
We're,
make you something to eat?
what have we got?
You pretty much put the fish fingers on the bottom and pizza on top, and let's hope it cooks.
To go into the...
Ooh, tell us a little bit about this. Captains for the week?
Yeah, captains for the week. So it's all about the budget, which I'm no good at.
No good at budgets? You lied to Scotty. You said you're awesome at the budget.
I did, Scotty, I lied.
This is John's section here.
That's John.
The hand tools, lovely. Show him a bit of leg. Just a bit of leg.
Very fancy stuff.
Can two of us fit in there? Hope so.
John. So I'm going to try to forget.
Have we got a treat for you guys?
We got treats too.
We got treats. We got
Jimmy
socks.
has cooked up dinner for us all. Come
You
inside.
spam, did you?
Come. Funny you should mention that. Who'd like to go first?
I'll try it.
You'll try it? I love you.
What is spam?
Exactly.
You don't ask questions you don't want to know the answers
It's like, what's in a chicken
Nobody
roll?
knows
You
what
don't.
spam is. I'm not kidding. I actually like it.
So do I.
8 grams of protein.
It's not too
In
bad.
that
is it?
bite. Actually, not that bad.
It's not bad.
You get a bit gaggy, but then you're like, actually, that's not bad.
Solid first day, Red.
Hello, Diary Cam.
Wow,
Big day.
so much to remember.
A lot to take in.
Yeah.
But, you know, we're captains. Captains for the week.
This is a terrible angle, James. Let me do it.
So the Reds have decided to get some beauty sleep. And the Blues have called a quick team meeting before bed.
Obviously, because we've got the services in here, well,
That's a bit ego.
Their quick meeting goes for 3 hours.
So, night 1.
Of Reno Rumble.
It's technically morning now.
And it has ended up in a very long planning meeting.
Yeah, like a 3-hour planning meeting with the rest of the blue team.
I think we made some progress.
But I think now we find that we all work through everything, and I think we're all on the same page now.
So, yeah. Night, everyone.
It's day 2 of Reno Rumble. Our 2 teams, the Eastern Blues and Western Reds, have spent their first night at base camp on the banks of Melbourne's Maribyrnong River.
Good morning, Australia.
Trying to get some food into me because I don't know when the next time I'll eat is, that's for sure.
The Western Reds are renovating this weatherboard bungalow belonging to Sarah and Gabe. Sarah has just recently won a 7-year battle with cancer.
And the fact that she's now better and they're ready to move on with their life, it's just so nice to be able to give them that. We need to go and meet our builder.
Absolutely.
Competition aside, we walk away at the end of this week going, you know what, we did something that means something.
It is literally going to be life-changing for us as well as the homeowner.
It's amazing how pumped we are to help this lady.
The Eastern Blues are renovating the house of Sarah's best friend, Maddie, and her partner, Dave. It was Maddie, along with a small group of mutual friends, that raised the $180,000 for Sarah's life-saving treatment.
You know, it's nice to have an end goal that actually matters.
And that's what's going to be driving us.
Here we are again, ready to start.
We got together last night as a team because I think it's really important to get everyone on the same page with a plan.
Let's do it, guys. Do it.
It's about to get real, bitches.
Scott's plan, after last night's 3-hour marathon meeting, is now everyone's. And the plan is this: knock out this wall and this wall. Move the bathroom to the guts of the house, bifold doors out to a deck, put a European laundry here, and a galley kitchen here. And now that they've planned everyone else's spaces, it's time for Mum and Dad of 3, Scott and Nadia, to plan their own rooms. The bathroom and this, the master bedroom. And sales manager Scott is proving himself to be quite the ideas man.
Cupboards all the way up with the exposed brick.
How are they
and
going to
then
reach the
bed.
cupboards up there when there's a bed in the way? You
Hoverboard.
can't put a ladder. A hoverboard, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Helping the Blues this week, making sure the build is to code and has as few hoverboards as possible, is licensed builder Simo.
Don't hurt the bricks.
Well, no, it's rustic now.
What's going on in here?
How you going, mate?
Simo, how are you?
Scotty. Quite frankly, someone with a fair bit of experience, which I think Simo has, is going to be a real asset to us, I think. We need you. And not that I'm stressing or anything.
Out the back, Mount Isa besties Renee and Sarah are keen to get started on their rooms, the kitchen and dining. But there's a problem.
Jack from Freedom Kitchens had arrived at the house.
Hello.
Hi, Jack. How are you? I'm Renee.
And we were discussing plans, options for the kitchen.
Where are we working? Whereabouts is the kitchen going?
We're standing in it.
Really?
Yeah, we are.
It's going to be a little bit bigger than this.
Okay.
It's a bit too small.
So overall depth that way, what have we got to work with,
About 4 metres.
4 metres.
So we're going 4 metres that way,
Yeah.
4 metres that way. Is that the overall though? So from this wall to the end wall of the house?
Sure.
4 metres?
Yeah.
The problem, as you may have guessed already, has to do with numbers.
Small.
Yeah, but
Like
so you're planning to do
600.
kitchen, island, dining and laundry.
Even if it was possible to fit a galley kitchen, a walkway, an island bench, another walkway, a dining setting, a third walkway and a Euro laundry inside 4 metres, which it's not, I wouldn't call that open plan. And neither would the Blues builder Simo.
I'm thinking you want to have as much space at the back end of the house. So you walk through, have your kitchen there, walk through, and you've got all this open for dining and living.
Builder Simo has thrown a cat amongst the pigeons, which is usually my job. But he has a good point. If the kitchen is in the centre of the house, the back of the house will feel more open. And the adjoining wall between the bathroom and kitchen can share plumbing, which will save time.
Great, let's do it then.
Of course, it's not a done deal because it's a move that will affect everyone, starting with team captains from Sydney, John and Lisa.
Look, don't get too comfortable because we're here to talk.
Okay. We've got a bit of a proposition. Well, it's an issue, but it's going to be worth it because we want the same outcome.
Yeah.
We're thinking
Flipping the whole plan. So after we extend this out to be the bathroom, our kitchen kind of starts from here and around, and then you've got all that space down there for lounge.
I think we can work with that. What do you think?
We can work with it. They were very obliging. Yeah. They said, yep, no worries.
And they could see why
make it happen.
we were doing it and it'd benefit them too, so they were happy.
What are your thoughts with the laundry then?
It'd probably have to be
It'd have to be in here
with
somewhere.
the bathroom.
Oh, I don't know if they're gonna like that either, though.
The cause for the tension was a few rooms that were moved around. So obviously the living and kitchen being swapped.
they had decided that that was what was going to happen. So now we just need to approach you guys and just see if we can steal or borrow or beg some space in your bathroom for a laundry. We have no space. Oh, look, look, we saw that happy couple just...
We hate you girls already, they were thinking.
Where's the linen cupboard going to go? Who's doing the linen cupboard? Well, that's a part of the laundry. Oh, OK, so now we've got to incorporate a linen cupboard as well into the space that you don't want us to have. I did get angry at that stage and I said, you cannot make us do that. I said the initial plan was this, and if you don't give us this much space, that is not happening. You have to give us more space. Pretty simple.
Look, I'm happy to go to here.
The girls from Mount Isa offer to move their kitchen wall out by ½ a metre, giving the mum and dad team from Melbourne 2,300 mil to include the laundry and linen closet in their bathroom.
23? We can do 23.
That's a good space.
Let's give each other fives. We're happy with 23.
To it.
If you guys are happy, let's do it.
I'm out.
So Scott's happy, Nadia seems to be happy, and Jack from Freedom Kitchens is definitely happy.
So we had agreed, we shook on it, the good old Mount Isa handshake, and that means it's a done deal.
But Scott and Nadia are having a hard time fitting the linen closet into their floor plan.
With our bathroom, you just can't fit that cupboard in it.
So it's not a done deal.
Unfortunately, within a couple of hours of that handshake, Scott had approached Sarah and I again, asking for more space again.
I know it's going to get smashed.
Like, you guys have just gained all that corner. Whoever's down in that corner, you've gained it.
But
you know,
that's
you've
not
given
us.
us that much.
It'll probably send us home if we lose the house, yeah.
That's great for you guys, but not so great for us when it wasn't
don't want us to
originally
go.
our area.
And we weren't going to budge on that because we did handshake.
But then, with the help of Marty the plumber, Mount Isa mother of one, Sarah, saves the day.
Doing just a tiny little cupboard that only goes to this mark here and to this mark. It's tiny, but tiny enough that you can fit some
towels
and then your vanity can be on the other side.
You can do your double vanities.
That works.
And you've got enough space.
Marty's a magician.
No, I'm the magician because I thought of it.
So, after quite a few hours of good-natured discussion, the Eastern Blues have agreed. And I get the feeling that at least a couple of the Blue team have learned a valuable lesson.
It is fair to say that there will be no team meetings tomorrow and that we just need to keep going and go hard strong.
We need to get in there and do it straight away. Not a 4-hour team meeting that leads us up the yellow brick road into nowhere.
It's day 2 of Reno Rumble. The red team are on site and about to meet their builder, Aidan.
I was so excited. I love Aidan.
Of course, viewers and Hayley know Aidan from many series of The Block.
Hey! You bloody virgin.
How you doing? She literally threw herself at him.
And I literally jumped up and down and screamed and was just so happy.
That's Hayley.
We've got Aidan.
But before long, Aidan, who is also a veteran of Reno Rumble and understands how short a week really is, sets about crushing the red team's dreams.
I think the biggest thing first is wanting to push the house out.
Push the house out?
Yeah.
Can we
gain
an extension?
more space? An extension.
We just wanted to knock out the back wall, make it 5 metres longer.
Councils, town planning, all that stuff. Probably be 3 months before we start.
So the 5-metre extension is out the window.
That's the answer. Done and dusted.
And along with it, any suggestion of a separate laundry or powder room.
Let's go get creative.
Let's start from the top again.
Which means Steve and Holly, just like their counterparts in the Blue House, have now inherited a laundry.
Have you guys got the measurements for your spaces so we can kind of see what we're working with?
And builder Aidan has more bad news for the couple from Broome.
I need to get you guys, we need to work out this bathroom pretty quick because Reece shut at 1 o'clock.
We didn't even know the house layout, and then we got told that we need to design our bathroom in half an hour.
But with the help of Marty the plumber, Holly and Steve have quickly come up with a solution.
All right, done? Dusted?
Done, mate.
Gone.
Appreciate the help.
Oh, the Tiger is probably the theme song to my life because it just keeps me pumped and keeps me moving.
Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, 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 bum.
So it's demolition time for the Western Reds. And because every wall is damaged along with all the ceilings, they have to strip the house back to bare bones.
'Cause it's the eye of the tiger and...
That's about it.
Mother and son team captains Leanne and Dane are doing the second bedroom and the kitchen this week. The plan is to put the kitchen behind the third bedroom, the open living opposite at the rear of the house.
Obviously, kitchen's here, open living's here, and we were going to go a bifold door. How's that going to, can that be moved?
No.
Once again, builder Aidan is the bearer of bad news.
Where they wanted to put the bifold doors, they found, what is it called?
Trap.
A trap.
Yeah.
So that getting moved, we have to put in applications to the Water Authority, which is more permits and time and stuff we don't have. And also we have to dig up half the backyard.
Right, because otherwise we're going to have to go again and swap kitchen living. Is all going to have to
Is that an issue for you?
Hell yeah.
And so, because you can't have bifold doors opening out to a dirty great trap,
We decided to flip it all around. We had to start again.
the decision is to move the living and dining room away from the trap, swapping it with the kitchen.
Oh, my God.
Well, at least they can take their frustration out on the demo. Holly.
Oh, Scotty!
Now, I wanted to talk to you about how your bathroom plans are coming along. Are they going well?
They had to, mate. We had half an hour to plan them.
Right. So what do you got going in there?
Double shower up the end.
Oh, we talked about that. Double shower.
They're
Nice.
tall, they wanted space.
Yep.
Double vanity.
Double
Two
vanity.
people can get ready at once.
Nice.
Toilet.
Toilet.
No bath.
Geez, he did say, I want a bath.
Yeah, we had to roll the dice on that one. It was a case of space.
Well, I don't understand what dice you were rolling, because when you listen to the homeowner's brief and they say, I want to have a bath, there's no dice to be rolled.
Yeah.
So what we do now is look up into the ceiling and let's remember what he said. Just look up for 2 seconds.
We plan on staying in this house for a fair bit of time, so we'd like to have a bath. We'd like to have a bath.
Yes, yeah, they wanted a bath. Look, and we wanted to extend.
All right, done. No bath it is. And this is your bedroom, obviously?
Yeah, so this was sort of like a storage junk room.
Yes, I remember.
It's now going to be an office.
Oh, yep.
With the view of down the track, maybe a bedroom.
Maybe a nursery.
Nursery, something.
Yeah, and the young family, they get the little baby out of their nursery, out of the cot, and go into the bathroom to bath. Oh, there's no bath.
But there is 2 shower roses.
OK, well, day one, you got the dice and you've rolled them out there. No bath. I love your spirit.
No bath.
Good luck. Hope we see you next week.
Cheers, mate.
Now, there's a word for a long discussion over whether or not to put in a bath after the client has said they definitely do want a bath.
The debacle.
It's called a debacle.
It all came back to what was the brief, and it got interpreted differently. There he is now, team captain.
Hey, team captain, come in here. I want to talk to you.
No worries.
Do you know there's no bath going in the bathroom?
Yeah, well, that was a decision that had to be made, unfortunately.
Some people interpreted the brief as the homeowners are shower people and they don't want a bath.
You might have to take that up with Steve, because he was...
I have already, but you're the team captain.
I know.
And then a few other people were like, no, they said they were shower people, but they'd still like a bath for when they have children. And that's what the debacle was about. So is this bath going to lose us, the house, Jane?
Well, fingers crossed it's not going to. I think they said they would love a bath for down the track.
No,
but I don't.
He said, I want a bath.
We'd like to have a bath.
This is the problem with interpreting a brief. We thought, look, a bath would be nice, but we'd rather more room to move. So we thought, look, if we do it this way, the bathroom worked a lot better, it was more open, so we went for a double shower to give them more room.
We'd like to have a bath.
You know, I just pop by, throw a few spanners in the works, and then I leave.
Thanks, Scott.
I can't believe they're not doing a bath.
Hi, I'm Steve.
And I'm Holly.
And we're from Broome, Western Australia.
We were a couple of years off kids, so we wanted to do something exciting.
3, 2, 1, let's go!
Having a casual chat outside after one day at work, and
We should live in Broome.
we should live in Broome. And I went, yeah, okay.
You know, like, we're not going to regret the things that we did. We're going to regret what we didn't do. So we literally packed the car with a boat and Jake, and that was it. And then we moved to Broome. It was a bit of a risk. Roll the dice and, especially sign up for the lease and stuff, but I'd once had an old guy on site say to me that I was working for, he said, you only live once, but if you do it properly, once is enough.
It's the morning of day 3 on Reno Rumble, and the Eastern Blues have already headed to the worksite. But Steve and Holly have called an impromptu Western Reds meeting. They've spent the night racking their brains, and this morning, they think they've come up with a way to fulfil the homeowner's brief and fit a bath into their new bathroom.
We were actually really excited because one of the reasons we didn't initially put one in is because we did not think we had enough room.
So to fit the bath in this space, we'd have to use the smallest bath possible, which is 1420. We can get it, but then we're purely putting a bath in for babies.
Yes,
They won't be able to use it.
But for that fact, you're putting it in for the future when they have kids, and it's a little bath.
We just wanted to check with you guys, though, are we going to get grilled? Because they're like, well, these guys are tall, they're never going to be able to use that bath. It's purely for a baby.
Yeah, I think if it was possible for you to do it, and the judges walked in and was like, they could have fit a bath in
That's
the
what
end,
we're
they
worried
didn't.
about.
Yeah. The day we decided that we were going to have a bath in, Reese weren't actually open. So it was an inbuilt bath, so the chippies had to do the frame up for the bath. We didn't know if they had it in stock because it's a smaller size bath and there's not that many of them.
The problem is, if tomorrow morning we can't find a bath to fit, it's going to put us a day behind. Hopefully they've got that bath, because that looks really good.
Yeah.
but it's just going to be a matter of maybe you might have to compromise on what bath it will be to get that size and what they've got in stock.
Yeah.
And hopefully we don't have to change the framing we do today for the bath tomorrow, because that'll really hold us up.
Yeah.
Let's just get the work done we can get done and deal with the bath as early as we can Monday morning.
So the plan is to build a frame in the bathroom and hope that tomorrow, when Reese opens again, they have a bath that fits.
All right, guys, we've got a massive day today. We really need you guys getting rid of the rest of these wall and ceiling linings that we've got left. We're gonna have to jump in and pull up this bathroom floor. And we've got to knock down those little lean-tos on the back. So let's crack into it.
Right. Great.
All right, let's go.
The girls especially, they were just hell for leather with the barrows.
It was a monster of a job.
You know, everyone got stuck in. It was pandemonium.
Special mention goes to entrepreneur Leanne. She's 55. That's Holly and Hayley's ages combined. But you wouldn't know it.
She just soldiered on.
If I had a theme song, it would be Roar from Katy Perry.
Careful that one, thousand it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, real good.
I think I get most of my best traits from Mum.
Ready? Yep.
She's extremely hardworking and very passionate, and when she decides to do something, she gives it 110%, so that is what inspires me to live my life the way I do.
Aww. He's so sweet, isn't he?
I'm Dane, and this is my mum, Leanne.
And we think we're a pretty unique team, being mother and son.
Fitness is a huge passion in my life. It's my home away from home is the gym.
Dane's my eldest son, and we have a magnificent connection. We get along really well. You got a bit of fluff here.
Yeah, I would definitely say I'm a mummy's boy.
He loves his mummy.
Yeah.
So that's it, aren't we? We're the quiet achievers that are just going to come up and just blow them right out of the water. You wait and see. It will happen, guarantee you.
Now, as you can see, young Dane is properly dressed for demolition. He's got earplugs, glasses, mask, cannons, sledgehammer and steel cap boots. But what he doesn't have is gloves. And because Dane isn't wearing gloves, a piece of the ceramic sink has bounced back and hit him on the knuckle.
Oh, you're right?
Yeah.
Also there.
I didn't even feel that.
That's right. All right.
When Dane injured his hand, my heart broke for him because I thought, even when you just get a paper cut on your finger, you tend not to use that finger for the rest of the day. Ooh. He has done a decent gash in his hand, and I thought, oh man, what?
A paper cut? Yeah, I was just knocking the basin out, and I think I just collected a bit of the porcelain on the way down.
Yep, that's why we wear gloves.
I got the earplugs, but no gloves.
That's some stitches, I think, that one. Great.
When they told me he'd cut himself, I came running out, and there was a blood trail on the way out, and he was looking very pale. You all right, love?
Yeah, I felt all right, like, coming out here, and then when I sat down, I went all lightheaded and blurry, and...
You know, it's not as if he lost a finger. He's just got a cut, but you just don't like to see them hurt or in pain or feeling uncomfortable. I think it's just a mum thing, isn't it? Oh, yeah?
I feel a lot better now. I was going to pass out sitting there.
Just chuck in the car, dude. Yeah. You all right?
Yeah.
Hang on, take another bottle of water with you.
So...
I think I'm a bit tired, so I'm a little bit emotional. I mean, I know it's just a cut, but...
See you soon.
He's fine, you know, but, you know, as a mum, you worry about it, but, yeah, he'll be fine.
It's day 3 on Reno Rumble, Yesterday, the mum and dad team from Melbourne reluctantly agreed to incorporate the laundry into their bathroom in exchange for an extra half metre in width. Back on site this morning, the first order of business is to ask builder Simo for more space.
So, Simo, I just wanted to check the plan before we do the stud wall and stuff, because, you know, it's easier before the wall's up. It's easy to talk about it.
Definitely.
I'm just really concerned that there's not going to be enough storage down the back for it.
Well, we've moved that from 1800 anyway to 2-3 now.
Yeah.
So you've got a lot more.
Don't you hate it when you go to ask the tough questions and the phone rings?
Yeah, I just grabbed Simo aside just to make sure there was no possible way we could get any more space, and he pretty much nailed that on the head.
But Scott is a salesman, and he doesn't give up that easily.
Is there any other place we can get storage?
I wouldn't say there is, but what we've done is we've gone from an 1800 to 2-3.
Yeah.
So we've got a lot more room now.
Yeah.
In other words, no, you can't have more space. But one thing soon becomes clear. Although Scott and Nadia would like more room in their bathroom, they're not exactly sure what they are doing with the space they have.
We've had to fit a linen cupboard and a washer dryer in here now.
All we want to know is where your shower base is and the dimensions of your shower base.
Yep.
Yep. So if you can get that for us.
Yeah, sure. The boys need to know the dimensions of the shower.
I just think the bathroom is inherently a very difficult space to get going, because there's a lot of stuff you have to pre-do before the other guys in the teams are even starting to think about their rooms.
Yep, wet areas are tricky, which is why operations manager and Mount Isa mum Sarah is giving her trades a very detailed brief.
I quickly ducked into the Sparkies. I just wanted to give them a heads up where all of our PowerPoint fixtures are going.
That's a tidy-looking plan. Next step, get builder Simo on board.
So basically we looked at these.
I haven't allowed to go home this early, so we're not going home.
That's right.
It looks like they've smashed it in the planning department. Now the besties from Mount Isa are doing the same in the demo.
You're doing good.
And they're making it look so easy, Tiny Team Captain Lisa wants a go.
All right. There you go. Put some off into it, Lisa.
It's so heavy, I can't even hold it. Oh, I retire. Retiring from renovating.
Go for it.
She's killing it, honestly.
In fact, the entire blue team is killing it.
Mama told me not to come. Mama told me not to come. She said, that ain't no way to have fun.
Simo's boys are still waiting for one vital piece of info.
But we just want to know how wide, how long.
How big is the shower?
You know what? Make it a metre and I'll deal with the rest.
Make it a metre, you'll deal with the rest?
Yeah.
So, Scott makes an executive decision.
I made the shower a metre wide.
Which is promptly overturned.
So Scotty met with the builder and they've decided in all their glory that there would be a metre is enough for a shower in width. No, not enough. What's a metre? Show me a metre.
If you can't have a shower in that, there's something wrong. Oh, my God. What do you want? 1,400, do you?
Probably 1,400 will be better. You've got to think, Maddie's going to have her hands up, washing her hair.
A 1,400 shower in a two-bedroom semi. Oh, hello, blue team. Time for me to pop in and investigate. You've got your perimeter of the room ready to go?
Correct.
Well, talk me through it. What are you doing? And I'll tell you what, I've arrived just in time. Where? Your bath's going here?
Yeah, that's right.
So you've got less than 400 mil between edge of bath and edge of shower. So this is a young couple possibly having kids down the track. How are they going to bath the kids in the bath? There's not enough room to actually kneel down.
I think trying to fit a bathroom and laundry into one area because somebody else wanted extra space has put a lot of pressure on us to try and get it right.
So that's bath, that's shower screen. I've got my little baby and I'm going to just go down like this and go like this and put the thing in the bath like that. It's not going to work, is it?
No.
I see your point.
We've made a major design flaw.
The time is now 3:30 p.m. Scott and Nadia's indecision has had most of the trades tied up for most of the day, without progressing the bathroom at all, as you can see in the time-lapse where nothing happens. It's been a very expensive all-day conversation, and it has got team captain Lisa seeing red.
A lot of time is being wasted on discussions over a bathroom, which is one very small piece of the house when there's so much to do everywhere else.
Tonight, we'll make some measurements. By hell or high water, we'll have a design that works.
Sit down tonight, have a chat about it, and then we're roughing it in the morning, so we'll need to know first thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Nadia and Scott are working purely to get their rooms a high score because they know if the blue team don't win, it could mean that they're still here to stay because their rooms look finished and a lot better than everybody else's in the team. And that concerns me. Yeah.
Back at the Red House, Dane's home from the hospital.
When Dane was at the hospital, I put on a muscle singlet for him, and he leaves a big hole to fill. Thought I could fill that hole with cannons.
Hey!
Are you feeling all right?
Yeah, I'm all right, mate. I'm all right.
How many stitches? Tell us.
3. Hey, my boy.
It's all right.
Yeah, I just feel bad that I had to leave and let you guys carry the workload.
It's
but
totally fine.
It's all right. No, we're just glad you're okay and it wasn't...
Thanks.
Yeah.
All right, back to work. Let's go.
That's funny, because in fact, whilst Dane was off in hospital, the red team pretty much polished off the demo. Well, almost.
We thought we had some light at the end of the tunnel and that all the demo was done, and then on the final buzzer.
Good job so far today. I think you probably thought we were nearly done, but
Hayden gave us the shithouse news.
We also need to knock that outhouse down.
The shithouse had to come down.
We were so tired, it was so hot, and I was like, should we try and pull it apart as best we can, or do we just knock it over? I don't understand.
No, I don't want to be the guy who breaks the stink pipe. You wouldn't be popular if you snapped that.
So Steve and Jim set about carefully removing the ventilation pipe.
Then we opened the door and realised that the stink pipe was the least of our issues. The stink was actually inside that...
still there.
In that thunderbox, so...
It just stank so bad. I was dry reaching.
Oh, that's nice.
And then in the last 30 seconds, when it was like wobbling, Dane came over with his good hand and went...
Then Papa Red came in and saved the day.
Yeah! Timber! You can't just give yourself that nickname.
It
Someone has to
happened.
give
It
it
just
to
happened.
you. No one else knows but me.
Papa Red into his hay.
This week on Reno Rumble, pressure mounts for the Blues and cracks are created.
I said, oi, where's the plans for this front entrance? He goes, well, you can talk to Inga tomorrow at 7 o'clock. He said, there's not to be any more discussion about it. I said, well, I don't think so.
Have you guys seen the design board I sent to Scott?
No.
Okay.
No, I haven't got that. I haven't got that through.
That choked our chickens pretty severely.
I was seriously livid.
Have you shown them the quote, Scott?
We haven't seen it, and that's why we're like, oh, we're a little bit out of the loop.
They're in it to win it.
She's upset.
We've tried all we can to sort of get it all together. People are just cutting us off at every point possible.
And over at the red team, things are not much better. The leadership is questioned.
Dictatorship.
No one's going to run off with any car keys without going through me.
This can't be happening.
Suspicion is rife.
Don't you have an injured hand?
And territorial disputes erupt.
Where am I putting my sink?
Where am I putting a dining room table?
And that was the beginning of the kind of ruling of
That
those
was crack.
Dane's style of team captain's a little bit more enforcement than management.
You've got an issue with Dane doing nothing.
And pretending that he's doing everything.
At the moment, we've got Mum out the front painting the fence.
When the next opportunity arises for team captain, James and I will put our hands up.
But in spite of all the dramas, it's all about the deserving homeowners.
Come in, come in.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh, my God.
Oh, wow.
And will it all be enough to impress our new world-renowned judges?
Ready?
Yeah.
The whole house felt like it was suffering from delusions of grandeur.
Your bathroom actually had a sense of tranquility.
I love this. Game of Thrones, Game of Moans.
This is not a decoration show at all, is it? It's full-scale renovation.
I was terrified.
It's all going to go bad now.
Are you filming me?